It is day one of the 12-team college football playoffs. Welcome everyone to College Football Time with Avery and Miguel. Avery, Indiana versus Notre Dame. I am so excited for this matchup.
It
Super
looks like,
excited.
oh, absolutely. It looks like a great matchup on paper. Also, this being the first year of the college playoff, as the temperature drops, a lot of these matchups are showing a lot of heat, and you could probably get some good rivalries from teams that have never met each other.
Yes, and these two teams haven't met since 1991. That's the last time these two teams played against each other, which Notre Dame won that game. Notre Dame leads the series 23-4-1. So clearly they dominated Indiana. So, but this is different. We're in 2024. Kurt Signetti is a winner. He's won everywhere he's gone, but he's coming into this game with a chip on his shoulder. Everyone is talking about Indiana, Notre Dame. They had an easy schedule, mostly Indiana, not getting the respect that they deserve. Notre Dame, as popular, as respectable their institution is, this year they've been somewhat underrated. After they lost week two to Northern Illinois, that put so much wood into that fire that they've just been dominant. But they've been overshadowed by other teams. But I feel like this is a good matchup because you have both teams that play good defense. And even though Indiana had a somewhat of an easy schedule, look how they decimated their opponents. That's another thing you got to look at. So I feel like at the quarterback position, I trust more Curtis Rourke more than Riley because he's more want to beat you more with the legs, but he's not a good quarterback thrower compared to Curtis Rourke. So I feel like I have to give that Indiana in that edge. They're both run by two good coaches. Coach Freeman, he's going to be around for 6 more years, but I respect Notre Dame. But if I have to pick one, I'm gonna pick Indiana to win at least 23-20. Yeah, I'm gonna go Indiana 23-20. I respect both teams. I love what I've seen from both of them this year. It's a tough matchup. I really had to wrestle with it so many times, but there's only could be one winner. And I feel that Indiana, after what after what they went through against Ohio State, I feel that it will carry that lesson with them into this game. So, but again, and I'm gonna say this because it's important. Curtis Rourke, his biggest Achilles heel is when he's under the pressure and he tends to fumble a lot. So if you're Notre Dame's defense, as good as they are, that's something you got to take advantage of. So you got to take advantage of that. However, I do feel that the Notre Dame secondary, they will be tested because Indiana's, they do have some good receivers there. So, but I'm going with Indiana 23-20. What's your take?
I've wrestled with this a lot because on paper, you have two teams that in the college playoff picture, some people may not be kind of giving them a good look because of their schedules. Indiana, like you said, maybe an easier schedule, but they've they've turned their team around. Notre Dame, of course, the loss to Northern Illinois, but yet the program, like you said, long history, a lot of respect there. And Coach Martin Freeman wants to prove that they belong in the playoff picture. Um, this game being on Friday night, I think is going to cement both these teams. The over under is 50. You're saying 23-20. I think that each defense is going to get a shot to get a takeaway and have the offense get that drive they need. On paper, you got 70% chance for Notre Dame, Indiana's 29.6. As I had to wrestle with this too. I had to wrestle with this too. And kind of how we opened up, uh, it's been said that Georgia is probably not going to have Carson Beck. So it's probably already known by both teams that if they win, they already know that Georgia is not going to have their number one quarterback. If that is kind of what they know but not saying out loud. I'm going to give this edge to Notre Dame. But like you, I'm going to give them just a small edge as well. They're saying Notre Dame's going to win by 6.5. I think some of these games are going to be close. There's only one, I think, where a blowout is on the horizon. But I'm gonna go with Notre Dame on this one. I'm gonna go with Notre Dame 27-25. I think this game is going to be close. I think the defenses of both teams are going to go back and forth, but it could come down to that interesting tip to get an interception. It could be if Wark is under pressure, he may not be able to protect the ball. But I look for Indiana and Notre Dame on Friday Night Lights, the very first game in the college playoff to kind of go out and kind of just butt heads and then just play some really good football that they know they are kicking off this first round and they want to make sure that everybody takes notice.
Oh yes, I will take notice. I can't wait. 8 p.m. Eastern time, and it'll be excuse me, it'll be interesting and different. That is not gonna be on NBC. It's not gonna be on Peacock. So that's gonna be interesting. But hey, the matchup is most important.